I met Rachel over 5 years ago. You know, we were friends first. We ended up being together. About a month or two after being together, she got pregnant. The day my son was born, it was just pure excitement. I could feel he was mine, you know, and I just love this little boy more than anything in the world. That's my baby. You know, he's my son, he's my sidekick. He goes with me to work, you know, I taught him how to fish. He's mine, you know what I mean?
First time going down the slide.
You ready?
Go ahead, Daddy.
1, 2, hooray!
My son is almost 4 years old now. And as my son gets older, you know, I've noticed that his hair is getting, you know, real thick and curly and just real dark, you know, real dark features. He's got real dark skin. That's what made my wheels spin in my head a little more. Probably about a month ago now, me and my fiance were joking around, talking about his features, and I said, well, that must come from your side of the family. And she said, well, no, it could come from his biological father. And that's when it was like, whoa, I worry. I just love him, you know, he's my son. I just pray to God that this comes back, that he's mine.
So you're sitting around having a conversation and you drop that bomb on him about, well, it could be the biological fathers. Where did that come from?
We were originally joking because my son did something silly and then he said that, and then we've always had like kind of joked around about it, but the way I said it that time was kind of like,
You were being a little serious.
well, kind of, but like it just was different.
Yeah.
But he knew from the beginning that there was this like slight chance that it might be someone else's.
And why is that?
Because when me and him got together before him, I was with somebody and he was not a good guy at all. And basically Justin at the time was a friend who basically showed me what I was worth and showed me that I didn't deserve that. And eventually I ended up leaving my ex around the end of June. And then like first week of July, me and Justin got together. And then about a month or so later after that, I found out I was pregnant. And that's when I told him. And we just decided since then that.
So when you got pregnant and you discussed it with Justin, you brought up the fact that maybe it could be from your past relationship.
Yes.
Right. And how did he react when you were pregnant and you said that to him?
He didn't care. He just said that from now on, this is my kid.
He still was in love with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you go on and you're together how long? How many years now?
We're together now about 5 years.
5 years. And then you also had a daughter, right? Mm-hmm. And we saw the pictures. She's just adorable. Has there been any conversations prior to that moment where you blurted out that it might be his biological dad? Was there any ever discussions that, hey, you know, you might not be the father? Or has it been kind of unsaid all this time?
Just kind of unsaid. Just ignored it.
And how is Justin as a father?
He's a very good father. It's almost like having an extra kid, honestly, the way he is with those kids.
Right.
He's always there playing with Braden. Like if he's outside, like if Justin's outside, like fixing something, doing some side work, our son is right out there
with him,
doing it, helping him, handing him tools.
So little boy really loves his dad.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's looking at the boy, and he's saying curly hair, the thickness of it, which, I don't know, is there anything other than those things that he questions paternity?
Not really. It's just, I mean, because what's kind of hard is the guy from before and me kind of had a lot of the same features. So I think that's what he meant by that.
So that the features that he's questioning could certainly come from you.
Yes, they could come from me or the past one.
Are you scared?
Yes.
Why?
Just because
You really want Justin to be the biological father?
Yes.
Has he ever questioned your daughter?
No.
All right, but let's bring Justin out. We're going to find out.
Anything you want to say to me?
Just that I love you.
I mean,
And you already know how I want this to turn out. Like, either way, you're
Rachel,
dad.
this ain't gonna change anything.
I know.
Told you that when you told me it could have been from jump. That boy's mine. You seen the video? I mean, that's my baby regardless.
Because, you know, this is interesting because in this case, sometimes there's a little dishonesty, right? But in your guys' case, there really is no dishonesty, right? You were friends with her when she was in this other relationship. You basically, would you say that you stole her away?
Yeah, but from a very,
In a good way.
yeah, and from
Right.
Yeah.
From you took her away. You stole her from another guy, which you know we've all been there. But she said to you when she got pregnant, "Hey, the possibility is it could be the other guys."
Oh yeah, she said that immediately.
Right. So you knew this going into it, but your reaction when you find out that she's pregnant and that it might. So when that baby's born, I assume that you were in the delivery room?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
was
Now
every visit,
what was your
everything.
feelings?
That's my baby.
That's your boy, right? Right. So you never did you ever have slight doubts in your head? Oh, could it be the other guys?
Nope,
So-
because my dad also is 100%, like, he's Cherokee Indian, dark skin, you know, so it wasn't just the curly hair.
Well, there you go.
But-
if your dad looks nothing like you, right?
Yeah.
Then it's possible to have a child that doesn't always.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree.
Now your son is 4 years old.
Yes, sir.
You ever look at him and say, "Is he the other guys?"
Nope.
Not until she made that crack, right?
Well, that little cracked me the wrong way, you know.
Yeah,
That night anyway.
Now, and you guys have been really happy all these years, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've had our ups and downs.
But overall, you would say you're very happy with each other,
Yeah.
right? Now, I gotta say, that was a very insensitive crack you threw him, even joking around. Like, there's some things you just don't joke about, you know? I don't know the results, but I'm gonna say you're gonna be the dad. I hope that, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
but if you're not the biological father, anything change?
Not a damn thing. I will go. The only thing that's going to change is adoption paperwork.
Right.
I'll do it.
I don't even think you have to do that because you're
I'm on the birth certificate.
right. So you're legally dad.
I'm legally his guardian
Yeah.
anyway. So
You could just not DVR the show and pretend like it never happened.
yeah,
All right, we're gonna find out. Are you ready for this?
yeah.
Justin took a DNA test. You want to sit down?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You are the father.
Yes.
What a relief, huh?
Yes.
How bad do you feel? I don't want to beat you up about it, but it's kind of funny. How bad do you feel about that crack now?
Don't cry.
Because he's the biological father.
Stop crying.
Why are you crying?
I'm so glad.
You're so glad. It's a big relief, right? Because in the back of your mind, there had to be some doubts throughout the years, even though you felt sure and you're not good at it, but there had to be there has to be a little weight lifted off you, right? Yeah,
A big weight, because
a big weight.
the guy before him, I don't want anything to do with him ever again, and I'm scared to death.
It took me years to repair her after him. So
Well, and that's the great part of this story is that you were in a relationship. You have this great guy come in your life and kind of rescue from it, right? And you're right. Even though you love the child and nothing, it's not the child's fault. Nothing there would change. You feel like you'd be tied to the guy, and now you don't have that. You can truly put this all behind you and move on. And listen, man, you got some gorgeous kids.
No,
maybe you
thank
should
you.
have. Maybe you should have some more.
come on now.